New York City's emergency service system critically bogged down. The fire department saying the Christmas blizzard backed up more than 1,000 911 calls, 3-hour delays for some critical cases, 12 hours for all others. Well, what does this say about our system? Is it broken? Tom Ruskin, former NYPD detective, investigator, and president of CMP Group Security, joins us here in the newsroom. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Wow. I mean, this was 1,300 911 calls backed up for hours and hours and hours. How could this happen?
It happens because people are bogging the 911 system down with non-essential calls, maybe heat, hot water. And people have to remember the 911 system was built for emergencies. That's why prior administrations and the Bloomberg administration have the 311 system to have those calls go to 311. A lot of the calls were non-essential yesterday that were bogging down the system.
Yeah. Even when the calls got through, for example, there was an asthmatic patient with pneumonia, I mean, which is fatal.
Right.
10 hours to get him to a hospital. And other women were actually delivering babies in their own home and, 5 or 6 hours later transported to area hospitals. Was the basic problem here we just couldn't clear the streets?
That's part of the problem. I mean, we've learned over the years people expect a lot from governmental administrations because they've gotten better over the years. You look back to 1969 during John Lindsay's time, you had boroughs snowed in for days and days and days. You had people trapped in airports. We don't hear that. We hear people who can't get out of airports, but not that they're trapped in the airports. Police respond to every single aided case in the city of New York on a daily basis. Police weren't bogged down. Police were responding to some of these calls and rendering first aid. A police officer can put someone in the back of a radio car and take them. The problem is pedestrians and civilians do not know what to do in a snowstorm. They leave their cars in the center of streets, therefore blocking those streets up.
Right.
And then you have ambulances responding as quickly as they can, as safely as they can to try and get to all these calls.
People were parking on emergency access roads, and there was no emergency, and thus emergency vehicles couldn't get through. In places like Minnesota, they are so accustomed to heavy snowfall. Buffalo, same thing. They don't have these problems. I think one of the solutions might be, and they do employ these independent contractors that actually get out there and start clearing up while the storm is underway.
And the city does hire people like that and has hired them for years and years and years. You have streets in Staten Island, let's talk about, which is one of the worst hit boroughs in the city, that are 15 feet wide. The blades on a normal sanitation truck are much wider than that. They have to hire independent contractors to come in and clear those streets, provided that the civilians and the people who live on that street just don't leave their cars in the center of the street, making it impossible to make it pass.
What else should we do?
Well, really listen to the mayor, listen to the government. They will study this. They'll determine a better way to possibly respond to future storms, as they did since 1969.
Right.
And people should call 911 only for emergencies. 311 is for all other.
You know what I think happened? It caught a lot of people by surprise. It shouldn't have, because we predicted the storm well in advance. But it was the day after Christmas, and people just kind of weren't paying attention. They were in their own little happy holiday world.
That's right.
And they just didn't listen and pay attention. And if they had, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad.
Yeah. I mean, the people getting trapped on a subway train.
6 hours.
That's the thing that the MTA and the city have to look at in how to approve that. There's no reason that people should be trapped for 6 hours on a subway.
They got to do better than that.
Right.
All right. Tom Ruskin, great to see you as always.
Good seeing you.
All right. How do you?